Hello everybody, E here. Welcome back to another Stephen King review. If you're a little bit confused and you're thinking, hasn't he already reviewed all of Stephen King's books? No, I have not. What you're probably thinking of is my Thursday Theorist series where I connect all of his books to the Dark Tower and to the Stephen King universe in general. Today, we are talking about a lot of people's favorite Stephen King book, and that is Needful Things. This is the story of a shop that opens up in Castle Rock, King's famous small town. King's known for his small towns in general. Derry, Haven, I think Castle Rock is the most popular. There's even a TV show with, I believe, 2 seasons. I stopped watching after the first one. I'm sorry, I'm a bad Stephen King fan. But there's a whole TV show on Hulu called Castle Rock. This is a story about basically the entire town. You have some characters pop up, some familiar faces, like Merrills. The Merrills are discussed. I believe in this one it's Ace. I think Pop Merrill, the only one that he's actually a character in was the Sundog. But Ace Merrill is, of course, from Stand By Me. The Body. I always do that with the movie adaptation of The Body. I always call it Stand By Me. Anyway, so this one, a gentleman named, I use gentleman very loosely though, a man named Leland Gaunt comes to town and opens up a shop called Needful Things, in which he sells trinkets that are oddly perfect for every single person who comes into the store. One of my favorite action sequences Stephen King has ever written is in this one. I know Alan Pangborn is the sheriff in this one. He's in multiple books also. In fact, I don't want to spoil anything from Cujo, but it is mentioned, the sheriff before him is mentioned in this one as well. Anywho, so everybody goes to this place and they get what they want. As I was saying before, one of my favorite action sequences Stephen King has ever done, and in the movie adaptation it is done serviceably well, is the 2 women that are fighting. One of them has a cleaver. I can't remember what the other one. It is brutal. It's one of my favorite scenes, and I will always remember the first time my mother read this scene. She just put the book down and she said that was uncalled for, and I said, what? Like, women don't fight like this. I have since come to realize that they do. My mother was a very sheltered woman, but I loved her all the same. But anyways, this book is a lot of fun. It is one of Stephen King's best, and I only have one gripe. If you've been a fan of this channel, a viewer of this Stephen King series, or my reviews, or my theorist videos, you know I have the same problem with this book as I have with The Stand. I'm not going to go into spoiler territory here, but I don't like the ending very much. Does it fit? Yes, it does, but every single time, and we're going to talk about how it's darkly comedic in a second. It still doesn't work for me. I think it is too goofy for the subject matter, how the end of it. And I think the movie rewrote the ending perfectly. I think that's exactly how it should have ended. I don't want to spoil the ending of the movie, but that is my preferred ending. So much so, I've read this book a total of 4 times. I checked on Goodreads, at least every time that I have actually, since I've been a member of Goodreads, I've read it 4 times. And I tend to skip the ending. After a certain part, I can't remember exactly how many pages at the end, but as soon as I get to a certain part, I'm like, okay, that's where the book ends for me. It's the same with Christine. It's the same with The Stand. I usually skip over the denouement, the conclusion, not the whole and the entire back matter of The Stand, but I usually skip over that last section. You guys know what I'm talking about. I just have no interest in it. In this one, and yes, I prefer the movie ending to the actual book. Talking about the characters, this is one of those books that, while the characters are, I remember, what is he, a paper boy? He likes baseball. Might not be a paperboy. There's the two warring. I don't remember the names, but I remember each character. Basically their not caricature, but basically their description of what they do in the town. There's the Christian pastor. There is the Catholic minister, and their fights. They're going back and forth with the pranks and things that keep on escalating are fantastic. I think the scene between the boy and Alan Pangborn, when the boy finally gets what he wants, and he's contemplating something, I think that is a very strong scene. I can't remember her, Molly. I don't know the lady that Pangborn is dating. I believe she's a seamstress with arthritis. I remember so much about this book except for the character names. And I think the reason why I remember Gaunt is because he's such a fantastic villain. And I remember Pangborn because, my Thursday Theorist, I have to tie these things together. But as far as the other characters, their names really slip my mind. Is the book forgettable? No, it's not forgettable. But some of the character names, for some odd reason, in this one really escape me, especially at present. They aren't characters that I think about a whole lot, except for, of course, the ones that I can connect. Like I said, the Merrills. I know Ace. I know Pop. That kind of thing. But overall, I give this one 4.5 stars, and I usually stick with that every time I reread it. It gets no better. It gets no worse. It is exceptional up until a certain point for me, but that is just the final ending of the book that I don't like. But I feel the love and nostalgia every time that I read this, and it is a great experience. And King has said more than any other phrase that he's known for, probably, is it's about the journey and not the destination. And I dig that. I understand what he's getting at. And endings can be stressful to get right. And I think at this point, even by this point in his career, he was just like, you know what? People are going to read it no matter what, so I'm just going to do whatever I want. And that I respect, even if I don't like the goofy ending. But have you read Needful Things by Stephen King? I'd love to hear what you think about it down there in the doobly-doo. But until next time, I have been E, you have been you. This has been another Stephen King book review. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye!